in the midst of that, there is one woman who has been steady as a rock for them. With her move down to 126 pounds, Samantha Ginnathan is having her best TBL season. She's got 5 wins, and in week 9, her 2 wins over Maria Antoinez also included an extra point courtesy of that knockdown. Now, you're going to see Ginnathan twice here tonight, and she hopes that she can put more points on the board and maybe some extra points for Miami. Well, Nashville has struggled to put team wins together, but some of the performers they have been very steady, like light heavyweight William Langston. He's coming in off a 2-win night, and he has 2 career wins over the man that he'll be facing twice tonight, and that is Isaac Carbonell. So Langston hopes to repeat those wins.
All right, so we have launch rounds, middle rounds, money rounds, and inside of each, the round to watch. And I think we've seen a sneak preview of our first one.
We have round 1.
Yo.
26-pounders. Samantha Ginnathan taking
What up, everybody?
on Brooke Evans. Now, Evans
How we feeling?
got
How we
her
feeling?
second win of the season the last time out, and she thinks she's got a little momentum going in against Ginnathan.
All right, we also have a compelling storyline. The return of the king, Luis Ortiz, the former heavyweight champion. He sat down earlier with Avril Matthew.
Wait,
Luis
King Kong Ortiz?
You have fought some of the best boxers in the world. You've KO'd almost everybody that you've
Yeah,
gone
man.
against. What
I
drew
was
you
just
to
yeah, man.
boxing league?
Nadie me ha convencido para venir a pelear.
Oh, snap. King Kong Ortiz is fighting in TBL? That's insane.
Para una pelea y esto es una oportunidad de hacer ruido y venir a noquear gente.
Nobody had to convince him or draw him into the ring. It's an honor to be in the ring. He loves the fight. He would fight every month if he could. And unfortunately, nobody's knocking on his door to come fight him professionally. So he's a fan of this. He's in the gym with the guys when they come back, and he watches and he loves the fight. So it wasn't a hard choice, he said.
You're considered one of the smartest heavyweights in boxing. When you watch other heavyweights box, how can you tell if they really get boxing or not?
Eso es lo lleva el entrenamiento. Eso es el esfuerzo que se le presta al boxeo, el amor, ¿no? ¿Sabes? Me gusta ver otros boxeadores que tengan esa calidad.
That you can see it if it's as clear as day, and most likely it's through repetition in the gym, repetition in their drills, repetition in the coaches to the fighter, just going over and over and over some of the simplest things, and it just becomes second nature and a habit. So it's exciting for him to see people really use the craft for what it should be used, and not just go out there and barn brawl.
Yeah, what you playing, man?
Well, I'm really looking forward to watching you debut in Team Boxing League tonight. Good luck.
Luis Ortiz, 47 years young, makes his debut. We've got Miami. We've got Nashville. We've got the introductions, and it's all coming up right after this.
All right. Oh, true. Okay. Oh my goodness. How's your day though? Need to continue unlocking the outfits of skateboard. True. Chilling good, man. I'm happy to hear that. I have. Yeah, Did you watch Clash in Italy? Bro, these accounts are really getting on my nerves on Kick, bro. Yeah, I saw Jade and Rhea, and then I saw Jade and Rhea, and I saw Oba and Brock.
Team Boxing League is brought to you by Balance of Nature. In boxing, consistency beats intensity.
You sure? Because I think Jade and Rhea had a really good match too.
You can easily slot into your daily routine. Go to balanceofnature.com. Use code
Jade and Rhea had a really good match too.
Speaking of teams, we're going to see the fighters coming in soon. And to get us started, let's go to Ray Flores.
Welcome to the next chapter of non-stop high-impact action. This is Team Boxing League, where every round matters and every fighter leaves it all inside the ring. Each moment of TBL season can be seen live on MSG Network's Envoy TV, with Spanish language coverage available on Estrella TV. Welcome to the Municipal Auditorium here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Warlick Morgan in the Queen of the Ring tournament? I don't know.
Visiting Miami Assassins and your hometown, Nashville Smash. We would like to thank the Tennessee Athletic Commission Executive Director Roxana Gumicio for hosting tonight's event, along with our fine sponsors, Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, Balance of Nature, Serenity Springs Recovery Center, and HotelPlanner.com. Our referees in charge of the action.
Are we on YouTube? Yeah, we are.
Antonio Mahan, Blake Waddell, and Daniel Zembia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the visiting Miami Assassins.
So here comes Miami, a couple of nice pull-away definitive victories over
King
Atlanta.
Kong Ortiz.
Their season. Take a look at how strong they have been. Of course, the loss to Philadelphia, they have plenty of company there. That was for
Bro, that is match of the year for me, bro.
Solid squad.
That is match of the year, bro. And they need to keep Chad Gable in AAA.
Great aspects of TBL, everybody coming in together, travel together, eat together, go to meetings, and then come root each other on. Definitely a team that made a
The head
good
coach
strides
of
this
the
year.
Miami Assassins, world-renowned trainer
Ooh.
Caicedo. Here is the starting lineup for Miami. Featherweight Samantha Ginathan. Featherweight Victor Abreu. Lightweight Yostiel Napoles. Welterweight Darius the Horde Jackson. Super
Yeah, I heard that too.
Luis Molina. Middleweight Giovanni Estella. Super middleweight Yusmael Ruiz.
Ray sucks on comp. You know, he like. I feel like he be having moments where he be like, "Damn, I want to be in the ring," and then I'm gonna talk like I'm in the ring, and then like he gets drowned out by Corey so much, but Corey be so goated, bro. Facts. No, you're 100% spot on, Dow. You were spot on.
Light heavyweight title challenger, cruiserweight Uneski, the Monster Gonzalez, and two-time world heavyweight title challenger and the former interim WBA heavyweight champion, heavyweight Luis King Kong Ortiz.
Bruh.
Ladies and
The fact that they got King Kong Ortiz in TBL is massive, bro.
And now, please welcome your hometown Nashville Smash.
Justice for JBL.
Fred Dulay. Team has been up and down. They're feeling like when you think they're going to come up big, that's when they've come up small. When you think that they're big underdogs, they've overachieved.
Yeah, it's interesting. And you see by looking at the key fighters, there are some people on this team that can produce and have produced important wins. It's just that they haven't exactly been able to put it all together team-wise on every single night.
So 1-3, still time for the Nashville Smash, but maybe if they're going to really
The head coach
put
of
it
the
out, it will
Nashville
be in this
Smash,
fight.
outstanding trainer, Mr. Fred Dulay. Here is the starting lineup for Nashville. Two-time Indiana State Golden Gloves champion featherweight.
I think Literally he can handle that.
Featherweight Josh Showtime Johnson. Lightweight Roger Hilly. Welterweight Kyle Walden. Super welterweight Hadrian Phillips. Middleweight Isaiah Elrod. Super middleweight Juan Just Business
Barajas.
Heavyweight Danny Borlo.
Bro, if you're fighting King Kong Ortiz, bless you.
Cannon. Welterweight Yassin
Nah, you too happy to be here.
Light heavyweight William Langston. Five-time Golden Glove State champion, three-time national champion cruiserweight D'Angelo, the Memphis Madman Leachman. And two-time Massachusetts State and Regional Golden Gloves champion, heavyweight Stefan, the Rottweiler Moss. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all please rise if you're able to as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem being performed tonight by country music star Miss Carly Rogers.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Everybody wants a shot that it was Chad Gable, you know? And that's why Chad Gable needs to stay in AAA and keep dropping bangers like he did. Because for him to drop bangers like that as a Grande Americano,
Were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Carly Rogers with the singing of our national anthem.
all right, so we got the launch rounds coming up.
We'll be underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin the launch rounds between the Miami Assassins and Nashville Smash. Round one at featherweight Miami, Samantha Ginnathan. Nashville, Brooke Evans.
All right. Doesn't Africa and Nashville look like Steph Curry a little bit? I got it. I double check. Here we go. Round one.
And Brooke Evans also has a win.
Miami's 4-1. Nashville 1-3 on the season. Miami prime position to make the playoffs.
It's been a really
Oh.
good thing for her. And she lost to Brandy Robinson, but she's she's performed very, very well this season. And Brooke Evans is, a late starter. She's 38. There's Samantha and some of her numbers, and even though that 500 record, she's one of the fighters that has figured out how to succeed in this format, and she's doing that now. And Brooke Evans, a late starter, is 38 years of age, but a woman that really loves combat sports, and she's been involved in a number of them.
Including bare knuckles in her debut. She was the fight of the night. So, and what you get with that type of persona is somebody who comes straight ahead. She talked about how
Yo, she is tagging her. My goodness.
She got motivated to come out. She used boxing and combat sports as a springboard. So she's advanced into a lot of different positive realms in her life through boxing and through these other endeavors.
Ginnathan wants to use her height and reach in this match. And the straight left hand that scored a knockdown for her that we chronicled at the beginning of the show is a punch she'll rely on. And there she throws it right there.
And she looks so comfortable in this weight class and trying to add some movement into here. Because Brooke Evans has basically still been a straight ahead, up in your face fighter. So if you choose to engage, fine, and if you want to use angles, you might have a bigger edge.
Yeah, Evans' problem is getting on the inside where she can do some damage. Ginnathan is keeping her on the edge outside the jab and that straight left hand.
Good work here by Ginnathan. Moving to her right. And we see the jab, attempted power shot.
Ginnathan's got a very
And she ain't had to hit her like that.
She's 35 years of age, but her amateur career
20 seconds left. Did you see that World of Tank released the hero shoot? No.
Golden Gloves champion and some other
What's it called?
tournament wins. So she's a very good ring technician.
And she shows that craftsmanship here as Brooke Evans had trouble finding her throughout the course of this one.
Is it free?
Samantha Ginnathan, she's got like a mischievous side to her that she shows when she gets up to the camera. But she created some mischief tonight for her opponent, Brooke Evans, that's for sure.
That should be Miami 1-0.
TBL fans, the winner of round one by way of unanimous decision. From the Miami Assassin, Samantha Ginnathan.
It's a Victor Abreu, 7-1 outside TBL, where he's won 4 in a row.
At featherweight for Miami, Victor Abreu. For Nashville, Josh Johnson.
On May 9th, we saw him beat Eric Emery.
Yep, it is free.
To the hospital to become a dad. 2 losses to Rasheed Brown after that. 22-12 in TBL. A good compilation of work. Josh Johnson, 4-1 this year. Also has wins over Emery and a stoppage of Daniel Bailey.
Oh, wow. You know what? Let me add it to the library.
And you take a look at the top featherweight. You see Abreu is right in there with that pack, as is Johnson.
Yeah, they are Very
Ooh.
solid fighters, and of course that knockout win over Bailey was added,
Excuse me.
4 points to his team, and he's on a 3-round.
And both of them 5'6". Damn.
Johnson, so he's looking to continue that.
He got a quick jab. Nice overhand.
Abreu will come forward constantly. He's always looking to attack, and Johnson hoping to kind of break that up with his jab.
We've seen Johnson in some of his bigger moments with some thunderous counter shots.
Johnson's a good combination puncher.
Right now, this is leaning more towards Nashville, tying it up 1-1.
Here so far, but there's Abreu running off some punches.
Johnson is definitely controlling this match, the round. Ooh, good shot.
Very good shots that just came in here from Johnson. Somebody had to make the first move, and it was him.
And in a way, Johnson, when he can keep Abreu from charging forward, it's a geographical victory for him. Because Abreu would like to keep coming forward and put his punches together, but he's been kind of on the end of the jab of Johnson. Even if all his jabs are not landing.
Right, certainly working as a distraction force. Fight that had little separation for the first half of it, and then Johnson came out about a minute and a half in and started to
30 seconds left. Oh.
And the right hand behind it and be more active.
Yeah, he's just been busier than Abreu. And Abreu's just not gotten his offense going. Nice right hand by Abreu, but, that's a singular punch.
All right, Abreu's starting to try to get some points in at the end. There they go. Oh. Nah, he's holding. He was on his foot, bro.
He seemed to find it in the last 30 seconds. And to a stop. We'll see them again in round 17.
Well, they both think they won that round.
I think I'll give this to Johnson.
Before the last 30 seconds, and Abreu for what he did in those last 30 seconds. Johnson, early on there, you see him, not everything getting in, but he was throwing lots of punches and then and keeping Abreu kind of at bay. And then Abreu was able to come on later in the round.
TBL fans, the winner of round 2 by way of split decision.
Well, they both thought
From the Miami Assassins.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was going to get at the Johnson, but 2-0 Miami.
Maybe stole one from Miami there with that late run.
Round 3 at lightweight, Miami, Napoles. Nashville, Roger Hilly.
Annapolis 12-3 TBL on a 10-1 tear. 2 wins over Angel Hernandez, split and a unanimous decision. And Roger Hilly, original blue-collar king, 5-14, was 2-12-1 at one point, and 1-3, and even had 2 wins over the Ghost Dominguez. So on his best, he can rise up.
Annapolis, who has a great right hand, has produced a total of 13 points for his team this year, 12 net points, but 13 points, and you see it there with the knockdown of the KO of Traquan Pettis, the knockdown of Malik Lark, and then all those wins he's strung together.
Been a real emerging breath of fresh air for Miami. This is a team that has taken a marked step up from last year. We saw some flashes of good work from Miami throughout last year, especially in the middle of the season. And here, this is a team that caught stride early on and has been trying to ride it.
Now, Roger Hill, you maybe talked about him kind of figuring things out a little bit in team boxing. He's a solid pro, 14-1 outside of the TBL. He's only lost to Joshua Pagan. I announced that fight. Pagan, one of the best
All right.
lightweight prospects around.
Have you Dial? Have you tried this World of Tanks heat?
Credentials, and he knows how to fight. Right now, he's kind of being out-hustled by Napoli's, who's ripping those body shots.
Yeah, especially that good left hook to the body, and then one wave straight
Okay.
right behind it that was not called.
All right, so that you're going to try?
He got nailed twice there, and that was a good whip-like hook from Napoli's. He's turned into one of the more solid fighters in the entire league.
Yeah, because in addition to doing good work like this, he's got power to add to it. And here comes Hilly. When Hilly can get on the inside and cut the distance a little bit, he's a very good body puncher, and he can reel off combinations.
Okay.
Hilly trying to get close enough now, and Napoli's trying to make him pay for that with an uppercut, and Hilly just threw his ears back and went in. There's that uppercut from Napoli's, good work to the body. Hilly answers. Napoli's got the best of that exchange. Hilly will get his money's worth.
Yeah, I feel you.
And a good shot.
Boy, will he ever. And I'll tell you what, when's the last time you saw in a one-round
20 seconds.
matchup, especially two men go to the body so effectively as these two are, especially Napoli's.
Yeah,
come on.
Getting to something, and Napoli's, being the taller fighter, did not have to risk it, but he saw something in there, and there was very good offensive output from both fighters. In the last 2 minutes of this round was exceptional.
Yeah, you feeling it? Looks like Miami about to be up 3-0.
Well, we talked about the body work, and I'll tell you what, I almost called him Jose Napoles, the great welterweight from the past. Yostiel Napoles, along with Hilly, both worked the body very, very effectively. There was a nice uppercut on the inside, and there downstairs goes Napoles, and he really controlled things with that body.
Roll core, what is
The
that?
winner of round 3 by way of unanimous decision from the Miami Assassins, Yostiel Napoles.
All right, so Miami up 3-0.
Round 4 at welterweight, Miami, Darius Jackson. Nashville, Kaeo Walden.
Oh, yes. I did see this.
2 wins over Javon Davis this year.
The Deep Rock Galactic.
Also beat Bess, and he's won 5 in a row. Has wins over Henry Cedeno, who's we've seen one of the emerging fighters in this league. And Walden has 2 wins over Javon Best in his last, so they have a common opponent. And Avril Matthey is with William Langston.
That's right. I am here ringside with William Langston, who is going to be fighting Isaac Carbonell twice tonight. This is going to be their 11th time facing each other, 11th round shared together. Because outside of TBL, last year they actually had a traditional boxing 8-rounder. What do you feel like you learned in that fight about him that's going to help you get the win again tonight?
I feel like I learned everything about him in our first meeting, which he was on the New York team, and we fought here in Nashville. I had figured him out in the first round, so it's not really hard for me to figure guys out. I've learned as a professional on the job. I didn't have much. All I know is pro game. So I dedicate my life to boxing, and I live boxing.
So he's also had that experience now against you, and he's going to be coming in with.
Kind of saw me when my first 2 games, all I got was a bubble gun to use.
No pressure.
And have you been training anything extra that from since you learned about him to make sure that you get the win tonight?
Most people would probably say that my average is extra, so I think I do more than enough.
Well, good luck tonight. Looking forward to it. Take us back to the ring, guys.
Okay, halfway through, Darius Jackson and here Walden. fight that's heating up.
Jackson, a big, tall, lanky fighter, and his only 2 losses this season, or his only, I mean, he's only.
Bro, it's too many games, bro.
This year, and he's been very strong. And for Walden, his only 2 losses were by split decision. And he's got 6 wins this year.
You know,
season.
it's too many games, bro.
Boxers who have gotten their way more often than not. Good straight left by Walden.
You mentioned at the top when you're both beating the same.
And it's like, you know,
you both figure that it's even coming in.
I be feeling like, you know, Twitch be Twitch be doing a lot of stuff that be mad unrealistic, bro.
Oh, there's a nice left-handed
Like,
through by Jackson.
you know, and Dio, I will say, you are you are a major exception, right? These games are expensive. These games cost a lot of money, and I say that you're an exception because you'll be like, "Yo, are you gonna play this game?" And I'll be like, "Possibly," and then you will go out and buy me the game. People will ask me to play games that cost like $80, and I will be like, "All right, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna get the game."
But it's going to be an interesting one for the judges to.
And then they don't even come. And I'm like, oh, boy, if he should have fell off that shot right there.
Walden kind of nailing him with a power jab there.
And like honestly, all I be wanting to do is like I just want to play games with. Let me play games with my community. That's it. Right. Wow. I ain't, you know, ain't got money to spend like that on games, man. It's a lot of games out here.
It is 3-1 for Miami.
3-1 Miami. After 4 rounds, we got 4 more launch rounds. Then the middle rounds, then the money rounds. Video games is your cheap hobby? That, you know, it's funny. That was my cheap hobby too. And then having a child. You gotta be, now that money getting allocated elsewhere. Unless it's a game I really want to play, I'll be like, is it on Game Pass? Is it on Luna? Is it on something where I can access it? Is it on Ubisoft? If so, then I'll play it there. Or if I'm getting it sent to me, then I'll go from there.
But Nashville is on the board. Let's go back inside and pick up the launch rounds.
Round 5 at super welterweight. Miami, Yoeli.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Nashville, Hadrian Phillips.
Molina 13-2 in TBL. 6-fight win streak, and his opponents are 108-38. So he's done that against good competition. 6-1 this year. Phillips 3-0 with a pro, all 3 knockouts.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to just go back to playing like retro games, playing free indie games that I get sent to me, you know.
Yeah,
and then just.
You know, he lost twice to J.A. Brown. One was a split, but you know, very clever fighter, J.A. Brown. And,
you know, or if games are like severely discounted. I don't care anymore if I gotta if I'm paying stuff late. Like
Zafar of Houston has been one of the big bright lights for that team. As Houston has done.
Yeah, and that's I mean honestly a lot of the games now are mostly indie games, so you know.
the knockouts that Molina has had.
I just know like there's a lot of things that I've realized
Knows how to get it done early, and he is
on this.
more
Oh
than
my
adequate
gosh, he is just
in
tagging him, bro.
Phillips here.
There's a lot of things I've realized that on this, I guess you could say, I don't want to call it a downswing.
Phillips coming back at him.
I think on this, like, on this plateau that I'm at right now,
Phillips is a pretty
you know,
good,
like I want to do different things, and I need to make time to do it. But then there's also different things that like I know that y'all might like, but I don't want to do because folks are weird. I would love to do cooking streams, but part of me is like I don't want to stream. I don't want to show y'all my kitchen, like things like that. Yo, he is swinging, bro. You're gonna get knocked out.
Phillips, he rushes in a lot. We've seen
You
him
know,
do that a lot, where he comes in just
like I want to go out. I'm gonna go outside,
sometimes,
and try to get to a park or something so I can like fly my drone and things like that.
It's a little too frenetic.
You know, but also I also have those days where I'm like everything ain't got to be streamed.
Like the jab.
Everything ain't got to be content. And that's the thing. I just think I'm too old school Twitch that I think is hurting me in terms of like trying to keep up with what Twitch and content creation is becoming.
Talk about Las Vegas with their Cuban squad of left-handers.
Show your feet.
Miami has a couple too, and Molina is
and that's exactly it.
but he's the Cuban amateur program is doing it.
Bro, you're getting wrecked. Bro, just go to the floor, bro. Just hit the canvas, bro.
Really, one of the first melting pots of all the great Cuban fighters that
Oh!
And that will be a slip. Key that they make that determination. Because otherwise it's been a pretty solid round here for Molina. You'd hate to drop a point at the end. That's some good boxing from Molina.
Yeah, Phillips had a couple of those bull rushes.
You know?
where he came
Like,
in,
I would like to do anime stuff on stream.
but for the most part, Molina kind of controlled the action.
Yeah, hold on for a second.
Here we see him using that straight left hand. And when Phillips got himself in the corner, that was a bad position for him. And one of those nice straight
TBL
lefts got
fans, the
there.
winner of round 5 by way of unanimous decision. From the Miami Assassins, Yoelis Molina. Round 6 at middleweight. Miami, Giovanni Estella. Nashville, Isaiah Elrod.
So Giovanni Estella, one of the fighters that Miami has used to fortify itself. He was with the NYC last year, the New York Attitude. It's 11-6, and in the he did what department, he beat Rashidi Ellis this year.
Yes. Yeah, only 3 others had done that, and he did get that win. That was very impressive.
One of those things where you have to look it up to prove it. Yes, he really did. So Estella has also had a knockout victory on the circuit this year, and really has been a kind of a good performer and a good presence on the team for Miami as we take a look at him in that point differential being helped by the knockout. And I think it's the consistency recently has also been good for them.
Isaiah Elrod, had a good stretch of the season, and then unfortunately went 0-2 against the previously mentioned Rashidi Ellis. Couldn't deal with him, but he has a KO win over Edwin Sevilla and in his 3-3 record. So Elrod has had some very good moments.
And he did battle against Ellis. He just couldn't compensate for that speed, which is a lot of people have found that to be true. So doesn't have that same target in front of him here.
Yeah, in fact, the straight left hand got there a couple times now for Elrod. We just saw a moment or two ago that punch getting through against Estella.
Good move to the right here by Elrod. Estella coming, charging to him. And now the action heats up. Good combination there. Loaded up shot. Both fighters. Elrod driving Estella back. And then stalking, gets the jab home.
Yeah, Stella landed one nice right hand, but that punch hasn't been as available to him, I think, as he would like. And we're halfway through the round, and it may still be an. How about he switches lefty, Stella?
Yeah, he's had a handful with some of Elrod's punches, and I guess a lot of different reasons. One thing is he takes that straight left hand away for the moment, I guess, when he goes up there and makes that switch, and now he switches back.
What a difference an opponent can make. Isaiah Elrod, who could not get this kind of offense on track against Ellis, is looking like the Elrod we saw earlier in the season. Very active and landing some very good punches. And of course, so is Estella. This is a great fight.
And he did it and nailed him with a good uppercut to Estella. A lot of exciting fights with him.
Yeah, he's been in one after another, and this one is a perfect example of it.
So Estella going southpaw again. Only commits to it for a while. And then a good right hand by Estella. Good left hook by Estella.
Oh, they is tagging.
They battle with good hard shots.
10 seconds.
Estella got the best of the last 20 seconds. Hard to vouch for the other 240. But they were at it. What a war. Candidate for a round of the night.
Absolutely. Isaiah Elrod happy with that effort. No matter how this decision turned out, I think nice right hand there by Estella as we look at some of the action in that sequence in which they both went at it. And a straight left by Elrod, a very good weapon for him. Elrod knows that he stepped up and fought well tonight. So did Estella, and that's some of that sequence at the end of the round where Estella just really initiated this action sequence. This will be interesting.
Shame either guy loses this one.
TBL fans, the winner of round 6 by split decision. From Miami, Giovanni Estella.
Think he got it?
The score, Miami 5, Nashville 1.
That's crazy. Because he definitely had most of his points at the end of the match, at the end of the round.
Miami, Yusmel Ruiz. Nashville, Juan Barajas.
Ruiz 6-3 this year, has won 3 in a row. Beat Ronald Ellis and Zaire Jefferson. He was 3-10 last year, so he's been on an adjustment run. And Barajas, even though he's 9-12, is 4-1 this year. And he lost to Ronald Ellis.
Yeah, and Barajas is having, I think, is fighting the best he has during any season in the TBL. He's really started to get his hand speed and his combinations going.
5-1 Miami.
Take a look at the rankings in this division. Ruiz in there, Keandre Leatherwood, Bartiel is in there, and Ortiz. So that division still juggling with its top performers.
Sometimes Ruiz is a little too timid in terms of the activity he has in fights. And that kind of sometimes holds him back. Well, you know, even though he's got a good record this season.
Yeah, we've seen him come in off some big efforts and then fight in spurts the next time.
Both men going after it right now, even if not everything's getting home.
And you will not be comfortable. We're going to fight right here and now. And a looping shot by Ruiz. Fell short. The hook just tapped him, and then the left hand gets in. There's a good jab by Ruiz.
When Barajas is at his best, he's putting punches together and throwing some really nice combinations. Didn't always do that, but this season he's been.
So yeah, so we finna go back and play some old games and whatnot, and just vibe. I think I just want to vibe with y'all, man.
And he has been on target with that.
And then I'm also going to be doing a whole bunch of sponsor stuff because a brother going to have to make some money some way.
Guzmel Ruiz is a good defensive fighter, and we've seen that evidenced in this fight. He slipped a lot of the punches that Barajas is throwing.
Good hook by Ruiz. He has Barajas in the corner, lands a good right hand, then the left hook. Now he's starting to feel it. You can tell with the prance. Ruiz is loving what he's doing. Hook gets home.
I'm just waiting for the King Kong Ortiz debut.
He's able to get off first more often against Barajas in this one.
Well, the 27-year-old Ruiz showing us why he's got 6 wins this season. And here we see some of the activity offensively by him. He just caught Barajas with a lot of those hooks and short punches on the inside and made Barajas miss. You know, I think there you see him slipping the jab. As much as the offensive Ruiz was impressive, I think his defense was important too.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of round 7 by way of unanimous decision from the Miami Assassins, Guzmel Ruiz.
6-1. The route is happening.
Our final launch round will be in the heavyweight division. For Miami, Nestor Santana. Nashville, Danny Barlow.
Santana 3-2 this year. 8-16 overall. Win over Michael Coffey in his last. 6-0 as a pro outside of TBL and is in 6-round company right now. Another fighter, Miami via Cuba connection.
Danny Barlow, the 30-year-old who has no professional fights in boxing. He's 0-2 in the TBL. He lost to Skylar Lacey twice. One was a split decision, but he has a lot of MMA experience. And there you see Nestor Santana, and who produced a great knockout against Kenyon Walker earlier in the year.
Miami doing its thing. Big lead here over Nashville. Great road performance so far, 6-1. Everything going the way of Miami. Danny Barlow trying to change that.
Barlow was in the UFC. He was he's an accomplished MMA fighter, and now trying his skill at boxing. And his jab has been pretty effective early in this round against Santana.
Yeah, straight left hand that got in too. He's just showing the jab now and trying to load up with a shot, and he is poking the bear.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get hit with that overhand right like Kenyon Walker did. That was
good shot.
Week 2.
Another right hand here by Santana. Left hook by Santana. Good right hand by Barlow. They stand and they deliver here. Good left hook by Santana.
Santana able to sneak in a right, but it wasn't one of the big power shots that he can throw with that. You know, Danny Barlow's doing a better job offensively, I think, than he did in the first fights that he had against Skylar Lacey, though he's getting tagged now. But he's done some good offensive work, and you know, his technique, I think, is starting to improve a little bit.
He committed to going after Santana and has landed his share of some hard, straight left hands.
I think Santana's best weapon right now is that left hook. He can land it when he throws it, even though we know of him as a power punching right hand.
And based on the style presented for him, it is there. And does look for it.
All right.
Barlow has the lateral movement Barlow's moved and used in this fight is very good. It's given angles to Santana and helped Barlow kind of escape some of those power shots.
So it has kept Barlow in the fight. Does he do enough to get in the win column? The discussion continues.
Well, Danny Barlow empowered by what he did, doing some smack talking to Nestor Santana. Whether he won this fight is a question. Now, the jab of Barlow, which we talked about, it's setting up the straight left hand that pushed Nestor Santana back. And again, there's that left hand from Barlow. He was able to pot shot that pretty effectively during this round. And Santana, you can see the wheels turning. How do I get that right hand in? And occasionally he did it, but did he do it enough?
TBL fans, the winner of round 8 by way of unanimous decision from the Nashville Smash, Danny Barlow.
So Barlow gets on the board.
This man said, I don't know if I told you, but PSG say football.
Sneak the smash a little bit closer. And this has been good action tonight, and we will have a lot more.
6-2 Miami up on Nashville after the first 8 rounds, the launch rounds in the books. We're now going to the middle rounds.
Thanks, Al. We're enjoying the excitement here and awaiting the drama next week as New York City will kick off the schedule against San Antonio. This year, the defending champions are the underdog against the rapidly improved San Antonio squad. Then you've got Dallas taking on Los Angeles, 2 teams that absolutely have to have.
You are see-through?
And then Phoenix
Huh?
taking on Houston, which has a win and a
What are you talking about?
last 2 outings. Stay with us all season long for TBL excitement.
Oh, I am see-through. Well, I mean, because I'm wearing a green shirt too, so. Casper the Ghost, that's funny. Yeah, I just noticed that too. I dropped by to say what's up. My notifications bell went off. Let me get back to work. I appreciate you, bro.
You take a look at the Parthenon. And in Nashville, Miami has jumped out to a 6-2 lead after the launch rounds. Dave Bontempo and Al Bernstein. And Al, it was a very good road show in the launch rounds for Miami.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, they started out very, very strong, and even
Thank you.
A couple of close decisions toward the end. Miami showed.
But yeah, man, I'm about to go back to my retro bag. I'm about to go back to this point. I'm about to say heavy indie games, heavy free games, free games.
Round number 6, and this was a good telling one back and forth action.
Yeah, Giovanni Estella and Isaiah Elrod They went at it for the whole 3 minutes. Elrod coming in off 2 losses, wanted to really redeem himself. Well, he fought very well, but in the latter part of the fight, as Stella had a rally, that moved the judges to vote for him.
A round of the night nominee, and then we had this in round 7.
Yeah, Juan Barajas trying his
Shoot.
best in this matchup to.
Yeah, man, I spoke to Ben a couple months ago.
You know, Ruiz was not only good
Rocket League,
offensively,
sheesh, I can try.
defensively, giving
What's up, bro?
Randy yet another win,
I can
and,
try.
one of his best performances, I think.
I haven't played Rocket League in a long time.
In the middle rounds, we've got a
Yeah.
story with the
I just, like if people were telling me to try out more free games, then sure. People were telling me to play games that are people tell me to try out games that I gotta pay money for, and I'm trying to make money.
Now, a third of Ortiz's knockouts in boxing outside of TBL have come in the first round. Can he duplicate that tonight?
We'll see in round 16. Maybe 49-year-old Steve Cunningham said, "Find me a buddy near my age." So the 47-year-old is with us. We go back inside, and here is Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin the middle rounds between the Miami Assassins and Nashville Smash. Round 9 at featherweight, Miami, Samantha Sosa. Nashville, Shelby Cannon.
All right, we're in the middle rounds now. Let's see if Nashville. What's up, yo? What's up, Desert? Desert Rat in the building. How you feeling, man?
Gage, Samantha Sosa, 2 losses to Shaquilla Ellis, of course, unbeaten Shaquilla Ellis, and then win over Carla Torres, also beaten Alyssa Bolts. So they've both shown a little something here.
Yeah, Cannon with a bare knuckles background. Her last bare knuckles fight was March 20th, split decision win that she got. So she comes from that.
I'm good. Just at my parents' house. Place is getting worked on for the AC, so I took my PS5 and some other more stuff over. Should get my AC fixed out tomorrow, Tuesday. Won't be streaming simulator games on PC. What's your favorite simulator game? Buying because that's become a rent until we want to give it support. It's so expensive and a lot are right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people will be like, "Oh, why don't you play this game?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then I play the game, and you don't come. And then it's like I'm also trying to find out like, what do I have to do for you to be like, I want to spend money on him? Mega Store Simulator and the house always wins. Interesting.
Sometimes she smothers her offense, Cannon, but for the most part,
show your feet.
On the way in, like that straight left hand she just landed
Yo. If I show my feet right now, I better get like 100 subs, bro.
Question for Cannon is minute by minute.
Any tips for me, if can remember, regarding what? I was looking forward to streaming this event, but I don't want to suffer my hobby. I feel you. I feel you. Take care of the AC first, man. I'll make tons of money with the feet thing. I mean, honestly, do small tricks until your special is up, and then try to go for your big tricks. And also, when you're doing your big tricks, even though a lot of the spins and the flips will give you a lot more points, make sure you could be right side up.
Sosa with the right hand. Samantha Sosa has a good right hand. She has not been able to really land it super well in this match so far. She did land a nice uppercut a moment ago.
Oh.
There's the right hand.
That right hand was
Sosa pushing back.
If you're Sosa in the last 20 seconds of this round, you've got to throw that right hand at least another 3 or 4 more times.
Dang it.
And if Cannon walks in without punching, she gets hit with these shots by
Yeah, she's cooked.
Sosa. And I think he was right about 4
Yeah.
that she got.
Hope that guy's okay from last night's match. Yeah. I hope so.
With,
I hope so too.
making it because of her pressure, but then Samantha Sosa coming. That's some of the action toward the later part of the round where Sosa started landing those right hands, but Cannon kept throwing and landing some as well. So it turned out to be a very entertaining round. And at the end of the day, the form of Sosa came out with those good straight punches.
I wouldn't need Blue Trucks to get her hair braided because it's not good.
Decision from the Miami Assassin, Samantha Sosa. The score, Miami 7, Nashville 2.
That late burst by Sosa.
Shoot. What's good, Vegas? How you feeling, bro?
Miami, Claudio Marrero. Nashville, Roger Hilly.
That's Moreno, 28-5 outside of TBL. Inside TBL, 13-2 last year, 3-5 this year.
Bro, they need to hurry up. I need to see King Kong Ortiz, bro.
And if you learned anything tonight watching all this, it is that these judges seem very impressed with the last 40 seconds of every round. So you want to be the one doing the work at the end of the round because that seems to be where they're leaning.
That has to be something that the coaches pick up quickly, and they all do. And
7-2, Miami is up. We are in round 10 of 24.
Same number, and you know what their tendencies are, and will they let you fight on the outside, inside? How much time might they give you if you're in a clinch?
Good left hand.
Good left hand there by Hilly.
And he telegraphed it too, and Buddy ain't do nothing. Again.
Very solid fighter who is, this year he has not lost. And
Ooh, he's trying to go for shots to the body when he's not doing much.
And working the body very effectively too. Or Roger Hilly, excuse me.
Good body shot by Marrero.
Continue to exchange on the inside. Good body work from both fighters.
Yeah, they are definitely they definitely tagging inside.
They're punching inside like they think the verdict is first one to 50 punches wins.
Yeah.
Now this has been a tremendous collage of body shots by both fighters.
We saw Hilly the last time he was in the ring here throwing a lot of good body punches as well.
Seen Marrero get some important decision victories for his team, especially early in the year. In the money rounds, turning around the dynamics of the lineups after that.
He's so experienced in boxing outside TBL, fought at the highest levels to get that 28-5 record. Everyone, if he's fought from 125 up to 140, where he's basically as at tonight against top names.
Hilly trying to cut off the ring on him. Finds an elusive target that just taps him. Hilly trying to close ground. Buying a little time with the theatrics.
He's had his flashy moments both in and out of TBL.
take a look at the benches and the teams cheering one another on and waiting for the verdict.
Team Boxing League fans, the winner of round 10 by split decision from Miami.
I'm mad at Miami Assassins are going to there. And let the rock, let the rock, let the rock, let the rock.
Miami, Estudia Suero. Nashville, Yasir Riley.
All right, so Suero.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
10-2 at the time.
That is hilarious, bro.
Also 2 losses to Isaiah Johnson. And Riley 4-0 with 4 knockouts as a pro outside of this. And 4
They could have.
KOs.
Suero usually fights at a 135 or 140 outside of TBL. He's at 147 tonight. We'll see how that impacts him against the undefeated this season Riley, who is 6-0.
All right, Avril Matthews standing by with a special guest. Go ahead.
Can't hear you.
And last week, you took your first loss for this year against Miguel Teo, who then pulled out of your second scheduled round for the evening before you could avenge that loss. What kind of energy and motivation has that given you coming into this week?
Man, I'm just turned. I'm turned right now. Went back and looked at the fight. I'm like, man, better off getting a 1 in than losing 4 on the back end, because I was at his neck. So I'm finna let that out right here. Man, I was pissed off, so I'm finna go get it now.
And so you guys are the underdogs this week. As a pro outside of TBL, you're 11-0 with 10 KOs on your record. So we know you have that power. What do you have to do to get the win twice against Yuneski Gonzalez this week, and maybe your first KO in Team Boxing League?
Stay forward, jab first, head movement, try to land that big right hand. You know, they already been watching it. They scared of it. So, you know what I'm saying? Just stay on the jab, stay vigilant, stay accurate, you know what I mean? And then just go forward. You know what I mean? Just come on with these points.
Wolfie! Welcome back, bro. Welcome back on Twitch, brother. How are you?
Good luck. Take us back to the ring, guys.
Steve Suero and Yasir Riley, Mr. O, 4-0 as a TBL, outside of TBL, 6-0 inside of TBL.
Riley's been kind of on his front foot most of this round.
Two wins over Keno Luna. Also beat a very good 28-9 at the time, Javon Davis. Davis has since gone over the 30 mark. So beat a high-quality opponents.
Excuse me.
And 3 of the 5 losses that Suero's had this season are split decisions. So he's been in a lot of close fights. And this one is shaping up that way as well, because they've both done some good work.
All right, so who's going to get the nod from the judges? They both made a case.
And here's where the nice right hand gets in by Riley, and Suero tries to return the favor.
Wolfie, how you feeling today, bro? How's everyone else feeling today, man? How y'all feeling?
TBL fans, the winner of round 11 by way of unanimous decision.
All right, man.
The Nashville Smash, Yasir Riley.
Still
Miami
Mr. O.
leads Nashville 8-3. Round 12 at welterweight. Miami, Darius Jackson. Nashville, Kyle Walden.
Darius Jackson, a TBL original, 25-11 in his 4th year. 5-1 this season, and had 2 wins over Javon Davis, before mentioned, who did come into that one at 30-9.
Kill Walden able to get the win the first time they battled each other this evening in a very, very close fight. And we'll see if Jackson has made any adjustments on that. And Walden, you know, he's a Golden Gloves, National Golden Gloves champion, great amateur.
Excuse me.
Put Nashville on the board. Its first victory of the night. Certainly love to pull his team closer. We haven't seen that explosive power outburst yet that defines many of the events.
Doing okay. Got to be up to early tomorrow for a small entertainment gig. Hopefully be done by noon this soon. Okay, okay.
Slowly pull away.
Ooh. Well, it's another week, bro. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. You know, just mentally preparing myself for another week of work. You know, it's like I feel like I do so much during the week, and that all I really want to do on the weekend is literally nothing. You know, like I just want to just disconnect. You know, disconnect and then just like chill. But there's always something that has to be done. You know, and like it doesn't bother me, but it's like, you know, I kind of wish I had that luxury of like I'm not gonna do anything and I can just chill. You know, I feel like you know, like it kind of sucks when it's like you're trying to make content profitable or you're trying to make it, you know, bring in some type of income or bring in some type of like sponsorships, but then you still want to try to keep the hobby aspect.
Than he did the last time. Walden was able to get on the inside and land some pretty good power shots.
Okay.
Double jab by Jackson. And some fairly good elusiveness here to elude the counter. Here's Walden trying to close fast.
And great job by Jackson wheeling off that the ropes and out of that corner. That was Walden was just starting to do some really good work.
He took Walden out of the opportunity zone. Just one more cat and mouse, and Jackson did a nice job keeping Walden away. We'll see if that's how the judges react to it.
Well, Darius Jackson changed the dynamic a little bit in this round. There he lands kind of an awkward right hand, then another right hook as Walden's coming in. So Darius Jackson did a better job of keeping this fight at distance and controlling the geography.
Do these guys try to do solo boxing or just stick to team since it's one round? No, they mostly do both. They usually do both.
So Darius Jackson helps Miami.
So I feel like I feel like they do this when they're not getting opportunities to box outside of TBL. So they do this just to keep up with their training and whatnot. Whew. Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right.
Miami having
Oh yeah,
its
what kind of
night
plan do
over
I have?
Nashville. Will it continue? Let's
I gotta go
back
to a
inside and find out
doctor.
during the middle rounds here.
Oh, my mama, I'm gonna be so pissed if they're like, "Oh yeah, we gotta have surgery. You can't, you can't go anywhere." I'm like, y'all messed up my whole summer.
Nashville, Isaiah Elrod.
All right, one of our round of the night candidates in their first matchup, a great battle.
Oh yeah, they had a good match the first time they fought.
Elrod won by Estella.
And Estella managed to make that happen with a frenetic last 30 or 40 seconds of the round, in which Elrod was also punching a lot, but Estella did a better job and negated a lot of the work that Elrod had done earlier in the rounds.
You get a look at the updated standings with Estella. Right up there with Ellis in the middleweights of the elite group. And there's Elrod still in the pack as well. So that's the cream of the crop in the middleweight division.
Oh, see, they're out of network.
Not only is he up there with Ellis, Giovanni Estella actually has a win over him. They split their 2 fights.
He seems like he has fit in so well with this team. Some nice victories, but blending in, not the fighter that you have to have to win the key fight for you. He's been a good part of the improved Miami machine.
Yeah, now 6-1 this season, so that speaks volumes about his steadiness. Elrod with a nice right hook there. He has a good right hook. Not every left he does, but he can throw it. And of course, the straight left hand's a big weapon for him. This round looking a little bit like the first one they fought. Elrod doing a pretty good job of controlling things from the outside. It was actually more offensive in the first part of the previous times they fought. But Estella also, like the first time, not doing a lot of offense early.
Well, talked in the first round.
Landmark.
That it wasn't Ellis facing him. He had a different style, and he certainly teed off with that opportunity. But Estella made him pay for that, too, with the excellent counters. So they both try something a little different, and then you wonder what happens after they get hit. They go back.
Yeah, and now switching to lefty in the last 20 seconds is Estella, and now he's back to righty. So he tried that as a quick ploy.
Oh.
And now we're in the final portion of this, and there they have a good exchange like we saw a lot of in the last minute of their previous encounter. And the Nashville Smash desperate here to get some points.
Yeah, it's been Miami pretty much winning just about 3 out of every 4. And there have been a couple splits in there. There's a good right hand by Elrod. And we'll talk about the team concept. Sometimes all you need is one electric moment to energize the corral. Now we saw a little bit of what that first fight was. Right hand by Estella. Did he steal this at the end?
If he did, that's twice.
Maybe it's deja vu all over again. Because he did something very similar to what he did in the first match. That was earlier in the round, a good right hook by Elrod, and it was very effective. And then Estella coming to life in those final moments, bouncing some right hands off the head and face of Elrod.
There's some great stuff. You know, pitchers need to know how the umpires look at the strike zone. Fighters need to know that the judges are rewarding late bursts.
Split decision from the Nashville Smash, Isaiah.
Okay.
Elrod animated, saying, "You gave it to me."
Nashville 4. Round 14 at light heavyweight for Miami, Isaac Carbonell. Nashville, William Langston.
Who are these commentators? So I feel like they try to dumb it down for new audiences.
Coming in here.
because they do mention Southpaw and Orthodox as well, but you know they also try to, you know, I feel like they try to dumb it down for new people who are new to boxing as well and don't know terminology.
And Averill asked him about that. You know, he's defeated Carbonell in an 8-rounder outside of the TBL. I announced that, and he's beaten him one time inside the TBL.
Yeah, it's interesting to see fighters who have met on both circuits. It's rare. You get a look at Carbonell and his net point contribution. Excellent record as a 4th season in original, TBL original. And that is Carbonell's only professional loss. Came to Langston. 9-1 as a pro. 5-2 this year in TBL.
Langston's 4-2 this
Ooh,
season,
they going at it.
got himself 2 good wins over Steven.
Come on now.
The last time out, he's got a.
Okay, but if it was me, I would say he is switching from Orthodox to Southpaw or right. Yeah, I get you. Right. No, that's a fact.
Carbonell is allowing himself to get put on the ropes. He's trying to counter off of them, but I don't know if he wants to be in that posture a lot. Langston's good at getting you into that position, but Carbonell is moving away from the ropes very smartly and punching off that action.
Good lateral movement here from Carbonell as Langston tries to close ground. Now you see me, now you don't. There's bouncing away and there's bouncing far away. He made sure that he was out of harm's way as Langston now tries to work on the outside.
Nah, he's down.
That would be a slip. I don't believe that's an. Oh my.
Let's take a good
He
look.
slipped? He was getting tagged.
Make the slip reference, so
Nah, you can get down.
nation.
I think he was down. I don't know if that was a slip.
We saw him do against Sumter in his last outing.
Yeah, he running away.
For the Coles there. I'm not sure he didn't hurt Carbonell. during
You got 35 seconds, bro. You better survive.
fuselage of punches.
Yeah, he definitely.
Because if you get knocked out, that's 4 points, and it becomes 9-8.
And that is the big thing. Your opponent goes down, even if it's a slip, it does.
Fight back, bro. You're not even fighting back. You're just trying to avoid. I mean, I knew you already. Yeah, you're cooked. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked. You got 10 seconds.
Carbonell trying to work the referee about getting hit behind the head, but he's getting hit with a lot of legal punches.
Right.
As well. And I think one of those uppercuts made a big impact on Carbonell.
Yeah, brother.
Let's see what the discussion is like. Well,
Nah, bro. Don't be complaining to the ref, bro. You was getting tagged up. You.
Well, they debated
Let's see. Let's see this.
behind that, and we'll take a look
Wham.
back and see some of the work
Bum.
that
Body.
Langston did
Top.
while he was on the ropes. That's the uppercuts, and Langston has
Son,
done
that's a
a good
knockdown.
job with that. Now, I don't know if that right hand that just kind of glanced off the head of Carbonell is what he's referring to.
TBL fans, the winner of round 14 by way of unanimous decision from the Nashville Smash, William Langston.
that's a William
The
Langston.
score, Miami 9, Nashville 5.
Keeps Nashville.
Should have been 2 points.
Round 15 at cruiserweight. Miami, Uneski Gonzalez. Nashville, D'Angelo Leachman.
Well, Leachman, since he has come down to this weight class, has been excellent this season.
All right. Now Leachman said he got vendetta because he lost last week, and then the guy he was supposed to get a rematch, and the guy backed out. If you ever play fighting games and you lose a match and you want to get that rematch, and a person leaves, you get upset.
Adrian Taylor came down and has been just as good as Leachman.
Find your comfortable spot and you can make a big difference for your team and for your record.
And ironically, Money Powell, who's done so well as a cruiserweight, came up to that weight class to help his team and stayed there.
Luis Ortiz is up next.
Here we go.
He's warming up. Trying to get the sweat going, being ready.
Now, Leachman is a fighter who he's not a high volume puncher, but he makes his punches count. And Gonzalez is not a high volume guy either, really, all the time.
Yeah, Leachman 6-1 this year, lost to Teo last time out.
Timothy.
6-round company as a professional outside TBL.
Oh,
Last fight was in December of 2025, so he's starting to stay active, but TBL very important to him.
Gonzalez has a very good right hand, but sometimes he just can't get that punch going. There he does, though, and lands a nice one.
And almost landed it again, so he's got Leachman in his sights for that big shot.
Leachman has not been active in this round, as active as I think he would like.
No, and he's being shifted by some of these shots.
And Gonzalez has just punched more. Not all of them, of course, have gotten there, and in reality, not a ton of accuracy, but he has done more work.
And the tough spot for Nashville is they've gotten within 4 points a couple of times. Somebody has to break them through to get closer. This is an opportunity in the fight, but Leachman not getting the best of this.
Yeah, this is one where they looked at it and thought, we have a good opportunity here. Now we'll see.
All right, it's time, y'all.
But there was not a lot of
it's time
coming from this man, D'Angelo Leachman, and there's Gonzalez, the 40-year-old who just keeps on rolling along. Going to give way to a 47-year-old pretty soon.
The younger man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of round 15 by way of unanimous decision. From Nashville, D'Angelo Leachman.
Well, even though it may not have been looking like it went well.
9-6. Mind you, Miami was up 9-2.
Round 16 and heavyweight for Miami, Luis Ortiz.
King Kong Ortiz. Listen, if you know King Kong Ortiz, he's fought Anthony Joshua. He's fought Deontay Wilder. He's fought Tyson Fury.
2015 and 16 gets another chance to enjoy something in life,
and now he's doing TBL.
And of course, as we have so many times pointed out, much different format. You have 1 round and 1 round only to figure out what you're going to do.
Yep, 35-3, 30 KOs. Held the WBA Interim Heavyweight Championship 2015-2016. 47 years of age, man.
A lot of guys with 20, 30, and 40 wins.
Stephen Moss starting out very aggressive here against Ortiz.
I mean, you got no choice but to be aggressive. Look at it.
And Moss who's 0-6 in TBL, has lost 4 straight split decisions. So when is something going to go my way? And then say, okay, by the way, and we'll put you with King Kong.
Yeah.
You have to figure if you're here, one of these, some place is going to go my way.
Yeah, and you're right. Those were all close fights that he had, and rightfully split decisions. Ortiz, of course, has tremendous one-punch knockout power, and we'll see if that comes into play here.
He is starting to get closer.
Fighting at 47 is nuts. Hey, if you still got it, you still got it. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you still got the power to knock somebody out,
Yeah, and that's the way people.
who am I to tell you to stop?
In other parts of boxing, they want to be more active than Ortiz, who has sometimes does not throw a lot of punches, but then he'll have one that makes all the difference in the world.
That's when he tried to get home right there. So Moss,
You see that left hand? He's ready to use that left hand to knock him out, bro.
Ortiz now very serious about business. Lands a good left
He had that left hand. He had that left hand ready in the tank.
Drop the big one here.
There he goes.
Yep, he's looking to stand that straight left. He's landed a couple of them. Moss has taken them, but you get the feeling that he's feeling them.
Yeah, and Ortiz.
There he goes. There he goes. He's cooked. He's cooked. Look at it. Yup, he's cooked. Oh, you knock him. Knock him out. Come on. Keep going. Body shot. Hit him again. There he goes. Let's go. He's out. I knew it, bro. Nah, bro.
Not much time left, but you have to
Yes. Oh, 4 points. 4 points. Keep going. Still got it. Let's go.
with one big.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. He was loading it in. He got it.
47. Who cares? Still knocking him out.
Getting through the first parts of the round and even doing probably
Right.
more offensive work than Ortiz did. Ortiz got serious, as you said. He heard the wake.
I just said, bro, that left hand, he had it ready. He was like, and then, damn.
Another one sending him down, and Ortiz against this very
Oh.
and you're right, that was an equilibrium shot as well. And Luis Ortiz does what some people suspected he might here in team boxing, and that is create a knockout right away.
Save the best for last.
4 points for Miami. 13.
The first minute or so, and then he was in full mode. So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes 45 seconds of the 16th round. For your winner by KO victory, 4 points going to the Miami Assassins, Luis King Kong
13-6.
The score, Miami 13, Nashville
Just
6.
when you
The money rounds
had
are
a
on the way.
feeling that Stephen Moss might have been able to get the job done, it was Luis Ortiz that showed the power that many people have seen from him over the years in boxing and put the Miami Assassins up by a lot. Where can you see team boxing? Dave Bontempo will tell you.
Hi, Al. People come up to us and say, where can we catch the TBL circuit? Well, there are a lot of places where we have been seen. You can now watch us on MSG Networks, the Gotham Sports app, as well as on our home network, Envoy Fast. Plus, the full season of Encores are on Envoy TV every day. Download the Envoy app. Connected TV users with Samsung, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, and LG devices can download the TBL.
I mean, I said, 47. I don't care.
And play previous matches.
Age don't know no. Listen, age don't know nothing about knocking out.
On YouTube, the TBL app, and in Spanish on the Estrella Network.
Have I ever scored a hat trick? No. I have not.
It's a night for the visitors as Miami Assassins have pulled out 13-6 over the Nashville Smash with some late fireworks. Dave Bontempo and Al Bernstein.
Almost.
With you, and, Al, in that arena, they're still buzzing about what they saw from Luis Ortiz, and that was significant because Nashville was getting close.
Yeah, Nashville had crept to 3 points behind, and of course, once you're that close, even a knockout for you can change things. But instead, Luis Ortiz did what many people were thinking he might do, and that is create a big knockout here.
Nice logo, Miami.
Look at the way we got here.
Yo, Vegas, you so tight about it. Like, yo, y'all could have done so much better. Y'all could have had some flamingos. Y'all could have had some palm trees. But y'all went with this basic old Twitch image.
More, I think, of the early going. And then, as he did in the first one, Estella came back, but Elrod survived to get the decision.
And then King Kong demolished the city.
Yeah, it took him a while to get going. Stephen Moss had done a pretty good job in the first 2 minutes, but then the left hands started raining in for Ortiz, including the body work, and Stephen Moss just couldn't deal with the power of Luis Ortiz.
Oh.
So many have not been able to do when they face him, and Moss still
in
the TBL, and Luis Ortiz got to win.
Well, man, Vegas, I was about to have a lawsuit.
You know, you could make the argument about a 5-point swing because it was 3, and then it looked like Moss might be on his way to a decision, which could have made it 2. So that was an explosive turnaround, maybe from 2 to 7.
That's really a salient point because Stephen Moss was looking for all the world, like all his pot shotting and movement was going to steal that round away, and then Luis Ortiz had the final say.
All right, let's take it into the money rounds inside, and here is Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to begin the money rounds between the Miami Assassins.
All right, last 8 rounds.
Smash. Round 17 at featherweight, Miami, Victor Abreu. Nashville, Josh Johnson.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And Johnson.
Like, there's so many different ways. He did take one to the dog. But you see, 47 don't mean nothing, right?
These two met, and it was a very, very close fight for sure, and could have gone either way. Johnson did good work early, but then Abreu came back toward the end.
So 13-6. Take a look at Abreu. Win streak, total net points of 5. With a steady 4-7-3 for this team this year.
That speaks to the fact that everybody's putting up pretty decent numbers for Miami this year, and with the exception of that loss to Philly, it's produced only wins for them.
Yeah, we saw the Miami team really got a notion of what they might be doing when the first time they had a tight victory over Atlanta, and then the next time they pulled away, and there was a definitive pull away there that indicated where this team might be going, and they've maintained that momentum since then.
And if you're Johnson, I think you want to try and pump up the volume here because the last one didn't go your way, and Abreu managed to get enough shots in to win that round. And Johnson has good hand speed and is a pretty good combination puncher. And there you see an example of it. 3 good jabs and a right hand comes in behind it.
Oh. Yeah, really good jabs.
Final minute for them to
I've been noticing like a lot of these boxes between Miami and Nashville, they're really good. Yo, thank you so much for the resub, Oracle Paul Heyman. Thank you so much, man. 7 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep enjoying the sub badges, the emotes, and the ad-free viewing.
one of the first times we did see tonight a late burst rewarded by the judges. It became a kind of tactical maneuver that fighters caught on to.
It paid off. It's paid off tonight. Nice right hand by Johnson, and when he puts multiple punches together, even 2, he'll land. But singular punches, not so much.
Good right hands here by Johnson.
You can see the edge in hand speed goes to Johnson. I mean, he's quick. He's very quick with his hands. But Abreu just got it with a good counter right, is certainly able to land big shots as well.
There's a good shot by Johnson at the bell. And again, as in their first meeting, they're both saying, it's me.
Yeah, and in this case, though, the difference is it was Johnson who was more active right at the end of the round. That's the nice right hand that Johnson landed about 2/3 of the way through the round. And then Abreu landing some good shots, but taking a right hand by Johnson as well. So we'll see how the judges see this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of round 17 by way of unanimous decision from the Nashville Smash, Josh Johnson.
Nice
The
effort
score,
for
Miami
Johnson.
13, Nashville 7.
Is rewarded.
Round 18 at super welterweight, Miami, Yoelis Molina. Nashville, Adrian Phillips.
Before we get started, we'd like to thank some special people who do a terrific job for us. Bob Truax and Michael Fjord back on camera, Michael Sahagan in utilities, and Matt Marina, our stage manager. They are our eyes and ears in here all season. We're grateful to them. They do an absolutely outstanding job. Thank you all.
Yeah, here to that sentiment.
All right, now we go to...
Well, Molina and Phillips, and you look at Yoelis Molina, how solid he has been this season, and showed us in the first fight with Phillips. He is a point producer.
What about a Grand Slam? No. No.
Good stylistic matchup. There's a good...
But I almost hit for a cycle, though.
By Molina.
Phillips was able to, on occasion in their first fight, kind of rush in and get some things done offensively, but not on a steady, continual basis. He was at the end of these long punches from Molina most of the round.
And he would leap in. It was an emotional shot in and did get some success with it.
Yes.
You could almost see how that could happen. You know that we're supposed to be stylistic and patient, but all of a sudden you see something, you're in there, you can see how somebody would leap. Oh, look at that. Look what opened up just a second ago.
Yeah, and for him, it was kind of a, calculated bull rush, but it didn't always produce what he wanted. And in this round, he has been at the outside of all these Molina punches continually through the whole round so far. He'd like to change that dynamic, Adrian Phillips.
So the biggest adjustment.
Yeah, I saw that. After like what was it, like 251 days or something like that?
Showing some good movement. And operating behind the stick.
There's a counter left hand that, as Phillips did rush in, he got greeted with a good straight left counter punch by...
But that's what happens when you play for the Padres.
2 shots here does Phillips. And on the end of the jab again, straight left hand. Always reacting to something. Boy, Molina is smooth in this round. With left hand, Molina sensing that Phillips may be slowing.
Yeah, those power punches from Molina are having an impact. And Phillips, for his sake, gets off the ropes, luckily for him.
Phillips has not had to pass for that
Ooh.
lead hand and unable to get in.
I'd rather have power hitter Fernando Tatis over contact hitter Tatis in the lineup. I mean, but isn't the point of the game to get on base? So wouldn't you want the contact hitter? You know, that's going to give you a chance to at least help your team score. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen Moneyball, right?
TBL fans, the winner of round 18 by way of unanimous decision from Miami, Yoelis Molina.
No doubt about that one.
Yeah, exactly. Contact hitters are very important.
Round 19 in the heavyweight division. Miami Nestor Santana.
I mean, true. But the thing about it is that, here's the thing, right? I feel like if you're able to get on base, you're always putting your team in a position to score points, right? Because just because you're not the one hitting the home runs, you're at least getting on base, so that if the next person hits a home run, now you got 2 points as opposed to just 1. Right? But that's the thing, though, right? A contact hitter can hit doubles, triples, and singles. Bro, this man getting wrecked.
Send a message to Barlow, but Barlow's still boxing pretty well, and this guy with more than boxing is showing.
I always take somebody who has solid contact 9 times out of 10 over a home run hitter, over a power hitter.
Against a bigger fighter, just tempting him. But where he's got his hands down like that, go ahead, take your shot. You feel strong, go for it. Well, Barlow beats him there with his right hook.
Yeah, Barlow has found a home for that punch as well as the straight left.
Yeah, exactly.
Santana, which is often the case with him in regular boxing and a little bit in TBL as well, just kind of waiting too long to get his offense going.
He wants to land a signature shot.
Oh yeah, Ichiro is one of the freaking GOATs, bro.
A knockout victory over Kenyon Walker in week 2 with that overhand right, but you have to be in a position to throw it, and you have to throw it.
So Barlow landed 15 seconds.
No, I disagree with that.
Threatened mayhem that did not happen.
I like that phrase, threatened mayhem.
I disagree with that. I feel like a Barry Bonds on your team puts your team at more risk of losing a World Series. Right? I feel like it puts, because if you're trying to go for the home run and you strike out, you lose. Right? What's up, John? Right. But what I'm saying is that you had a lot of other contact hitters who were on base, right? That were setting up Barry Bonds to hitting a home run, right? But I feel like if you're strictly going for power, your runners in scoring position is going to take a major hit because you're leaving dudes off on base.
Jab. He used the jab a little bit around the middle of the round, and that was it.
You know, we talk about this big shot by Barlow.
Damn. Come on, bro. Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. That's weak. That's weak, bro. That's weak sauce. Yeah, nah, bro. I wouldn't even dap him up, bro. Cause why you over here trying to throw like?
We talk about this on the show from time to time. Second fight, we talk about tactical adjustments, which is one thing. What about the fatigue? And we saw fatigue here.
You know, you may well be right because Nestor Santana did not do a lot offensively. This is the end of
Right,
the
I'm just saying like this, right?
and then you just kind of throw Santana down. That's a lot.
The Giants had and mind you, I hate the Giants, but the Giants had all the intangibles when they were winning World Series, right? They had solid hitting, power, and contact, both down the lineup, right? They had solid pitching, bro. You had Lincecum, you had Bumgarner, you had like they had like aces in their bullpen, right? All I'm saying is that if that was the case, that home runs would win you the World Series. Mark McGwire would have had one. Sammy Sosa would have won, right? Like, like there's so many intangibles that's gonna play a role, bro. Bro, because I think you had like Buster Posey, you had
There won't be a second fight because of the work he did scoring the knockout. And that is now, because of Nashville's comeback, a real lightning rod moment.
And, you know, Ruiz was able to get the job done against Barajas in their first match with some just really good offensive and defensive work. And he's been a solid performer for Miami throughout the season.
You know, I'm telling you, Moneyball, oh my gosh, bro, you're getting tagged. Yeah, you're getting knocked out, bro. The Moneyball method has been proven that it's effective and it works, bro. Boston has done it. The Athletics did it when they won 20 in a row from the movie. Like,
that's why this Miami team has done so well, because they're consistent.
right? If you can have small ball, consistent hitting, right? Or it's not even consistent hitting. It's small ball and smart strategy. Knowing when to hit, plate discipline is important. Knowing when to take balls and knowing that walks are going to get you on base. That could lead to the next person hitting an extra base hit that's going to lead to a run. Plate discipline, like vision, location, awareness, all of those intangibles is what's making a solid contact hitter, right? And a solid hitter all around. You're not hitting everything. So being able to understand when to take a pitch or when to let a pitch slide, you know, to boost your chances of getting on base from a walk, you know? Because then you got to ask yourself, when did we stop worrying about slugging percentage and we worry about on base?
In this round, he's pushing Juan Barajas back, which is not what you always expect from
hit on the break. Could be a point, at least a warning. And he's fortunate it's only a warning there.
Ooh.
All he did was make him miss.
Forcing Barajas to hold on the inside.
Clubbing shot here by Barajas, but only one gets in. And Barajas could be looking to find some distance so he's not trapped, but when he does, here comes Ruiz.
Boy, there are, you look at the Molinas and the Ruizes and some of these fighters on this Napoli's on this Miami team, and they're just a juggernaut when they are all going well. Now, Philadelphia had something to say about it when they fought him, but they did some good work in that night. They just didn't get a win.
Now they've got Luis Ortiz, so
yeah,
that will to that as they fortify going forward.
Well, Barajas coming forward and trying to make his offense work, but Ruiz counterpunching him well. And there's a counter right hand by Ruiz. And a lot of good work done by
Right.
Ruiz on the inside.
Exactly.
Even against Barajas, and had him pinned against those ropes. And even a better effort, I think, by Ruiz the second time.
The winner of round 20 by way of unanimous decision. From Miami, Yusmel Ruiz.
So
The score,
Yusmel
Miami 15, Nashville 8.
Yusmel Ruiz halts the momentum that Nashville was putting together. Miami has a safe lead as we head down to the home stretch. Miami and Nashville, we've got 4 rounds left. Stay with us. Close the show. Let's go inside, and here is Ray Flores.
Round 21 at cruiserweight, Miami, Yuneski Gonzalez. Nashville, D'Angelo Leachman.
All right, Gonzalez and Leachman.
Leachman won the first matchup. Trying to go 2-0 tonight. Bro, listen, there be times I know a lot of y'all love Aaron Judge, but there be a lot of times Aaron Judge be taking pictures, and I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
Playoff possibilities, so regardless of the score, even if you are out of the running for that night, there's always the point you try to get for later as you take a look at some of the accomplishments for Leachman, now up to 7 total net points.
Yeah, and got that win over Gonzalez the first time, very close. And, of course, should we have a power breakout by Nashville, they're still mathematically in the hunt here tonight. They're just going to need to have some knockdowns and knockout mixed in these last 4 fights.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, yeah, if you gotta do that's hitting below the Mendoza line, then you get worried, you know.
Gonzalez with a bunch of punches there. He's trying to be busy. He was busier, I thought, in the first fight, but not enough to get the decision, apparently. And now he's trying to pump up the volume. Not everything getting in, though. Leachman now using his jab a little bit. And the combination punching continues for Gonzalez to both the body and the head. So we're halfway through this round, and Gonzalez has certainly been a lot busier than Leachman, but we'll see if that translates into good scoring for him.
Gonzalez pressing the pace here, foot on the pedal, looking to work on the inside.
Yeah, agreed.
Leachman.
Yeah, the punch that Leachman was just about to say it is the right hand. And that's just where I was going, and boy, he landed a beauty.
La la.
Yeah, he did, and lands another one right.
Hi, friend. I miss you too. How are you?
Give the idea that he will go for it.
Yeah, and he might have stunned Gonzalez with one of those right hands.
How you been?
And Gonzalez saying, "Come on and bring it." That's a way of.
Oof. Oof.
Kind of admitting a little bit of.
I'm doing all right.
You've been hit.
Doing all right.
Some sometimes just a way to cover it. And Gonzalez
She's
offered
great.
to him.
She's wonderful.
But is that burst
She had her
enough for
dedication
Leachman to
last Sunday.
win this round? It could easily be. He's
She also turned 10 months last Sunday.
Right hand by Leachman. All of a sudden feeling it. And that was a push down and appropriately called just before the bell. Oh, Leachman may look back and say, if I had just been able to start 30 seconds earlier.
He had Gonzalez in some.
Oh, it don't.
No
Listen.
question about that, but
Yeah, she's about to be. She'll be one in July. She'll be one in July.
very good start to that round.
You was there. You was there when I just had it. Remember? Literally yesterday.
Nice uppercut by Leachman. That was another punch, and there is the fuselage of punches that he landed there toward the end after he had hurt Gonzalez earlier with a couple of.
Where have you been? I mean, you've been living life, man. I be lurking in your stream sometimes.
The winner of round 21 by way of unanimous decision from the Nashville Smash, D'Angelo Leachman.
He found it and got
Yeah.
a point, an explosive finish for Leachman. Putting
Round
himself
22
well.
at featherweight Miami, Samantha Sosa.
Listen, life facts. Life is really hectic, you know. And especially when it comes to this content creation space, the way I feel about things, I know I'm so against the grain.
Sosa and Cannon. It looked like Cannon may get it, and Sosa stole that one late, which has been done a number of times by the Miami fighters.
Yeah, Sosa was able in the later part of the round to get that right hand uncorked. Let's see if she goes back to that.
I'm like,
and realizes that she was able.
but you know, it's funny because it's like we've all talked about like how content creation is like going in this different direction, and like people are worried that like it's not gonna last. And I feel like more and more that's starting to like. I'm not saying that's not going to last. It's just that the dynamic is changing so frequently that it's like, you know, you gotta find ways to keep up, or you gotta find ways to really stick to making your own lane and not worry about anything else. But you also gotta be fine with that. Yo, they are just tagging each other. You know, like Lala, you've been here for a long time. You remember how people in the community would call you a sellout if you had sponsored streams back in the day? But now nobody has, you know, nobody's investing into creators like that in terms of like community support, where it comes to like subs and like bits, that now folks are like, well, you got to make money somehow. You know, you got to make money somehow if you're trying to make money in the space. Listen, right? You know, because, and that's the thing. Like for me, I don't want to ever beg people to subscribe to me. Oh, I don't want to ever beg somebody to subscribe to me or to give me bits. If you want to do it, you do it, right? The fact that I still have subs. Oh, you in trouble. The fact that I still have subs is, to me, I'd be surprised. All right, I'm very thankful, but it's like, you know, I know for a fact, okay, if I want to make money in the space, it ain't gonna be off of subs and bits. I know my community, I know my market, and they don't do that. I gotta get these brand deals. I gotta get these sponsorships. Shoot. So if you see me posting something from Temu, you know, and they giving me money for it, just share the post. Comment. Oh, that looks nice. Like a post. You know? And it really, you know, that's another thing that really bothers me. I don't understand why is it so hard for people just to support free stuff? Like my posts. Share my posts. Share my posts. It's free. I'm not asking you All I'm asking you is for time, for a minute.
Here from the amateurs, it's been all TBL.
All right, so entertaining as, of course, Cannon came right
I
out.
knew.
And this time she had a few more answers.
I knew. Let me tell you, when people got mad at me because I asked them to create a Twitch account because they had Amazon Prime, and I was like, you have a perk that you're not using, and I'm asking you to just create an account so that I can get that benefit. And they're like, no, I don't have time to create an account. Okay, bet. Yeah. All right, 2 more rounds.
Nashville, Riley.
But Lala, how's life? How's the family? How are you?
Good position to close it out has been.
It's really good to see you, fam.
Kept this lead. High number here. Good safe spot for them.
Whoosh.
Continued to be Mr. O, getting a 7th TBL victory, 7-0 up there now in the points with a very good fighter from Philadelphia, Isaiah Johnson, and 4-0 as a professional outside TBL.
Yeah, Riley has just been so consistent, and that was a good close fight their first matchup, but he ended up getting the nod. And right now, Nashville needs more than just a win, obviously.
Yeah, with 7 points down, it would have to be 2 stoppages. And yeah, the other part we talked about earlier as a good right hand by Riley gets in. Point differentials for playoffs do matter, so you have to think about even that, even on a night when you may not get a victory. So you have to scramble for that. And right now, we've seen that apply to teams like the LA Elite. They're in a good spot that way, tiebreaker-wise. So every round does matter, even if it's not a fight you win.
Riley has done some pretty good offensive work in the first half of this round. Suero now trying to become more aggressive. The right hand of Riley just is sailing over the top, though, of Suero's head.
Another example of it right there. And then Suero moved his head just in time.
Yeah, Suero said, I can do that too. I can miss with a right overhand right. Riley, when he's been able to counter with the right hand as he did a moment ago, he's been very effective.
Riley tried to time the right hand behind the jab. Partially got in.
We've seen a number of matches like this, and Suero now landing power punches. That, these have been pretty evenly matched fights, and, a bunch of splits. This one has been close, and in the last 30 or 40 seconds, Suero has made it even closer.
There's a right hand by Riley. Suero now the one in the attack, and he lands a good right hand.
He's been landing big power punches, and those jabs, those are power jabs.
Now he is sensing an opportunity here to come out of here with the win.
And he thinks he has. Very animated ending there. And there's no question, he believes he won, Suero. And there's no question early in the round, there was good work done by Riley. But then Suero kind of turned things around. There's one of those right hands that landed against Riley. And that was that strong jab. Will Riley taste defeat?
TBL fans, the winner of round 23 by way of unanimous decision. From the Miami Assassins, Estudios Suero.
Well, he was in position. He was ready to
17-9, and that's guaranteed victory for Miami.
Round 24 for Miami, Samantha Ginnathan. Nashville brought
two women started us off, and they'll finish us off. Good first scrap between the two of them, captured by Ginnathan.
Ginnathan was able to keep Brooke Evans, who wants to get a little closer
There we go.
because she is suffering from a height and reach disadvantage. Ginnathan was able to keep her at bay with her jabs and some really good straight left hands.
And it's interesting for Miami to, pin its round 24, its money round, on Ginnathan. We talked at the top of the show, but seeing who might step up for them. Well, tonight it was Samantha Ginnathan. What can you do for us?
Well, we talked about the women's group and how they knew Ginnathan was solid, but we also saw Samantha Sosa step up tonight with 2 wins, and they haven't seen that from the rest of their women's team very much. So the Assassins kind of fine-tuning that part of their team a little bit here tonight.
Now, I think there's something about, regardless of the score, if they put you in round 24, they're saying, okay, we're saying that this might come down to you. So you have to look at it that way.
You have no way of knowing when you make the rosters. Now, Brooke Evans has been going backwards a little bit in this round. That is not the style she wants to fight. She's a come-forward kind of aggressor that can use some volume punching on you and push you back. But she hasn't been able to do that against Ginnathan here tonight.
And had more going for her the first time.
Yeah, and we talked. You made the point earlier. Sometimes talk about fatigue. 38-year-old here in her second fight of the evening. Is she going to have as much as she did in the first one? Right now, Ginnathan is having her way.
Dude. This has been, I mean, like I said, with King Kong Ortiz's 4-point knockout, and then Miami just doing what they need to do to get points.
Has found a way to operate,
and they about to end this probably 18-9 and go to 5-1 and be in prime position for the playoff run.
Shows her combination punching, and I'll tell you, Brooke Evans might be in trouble right now. She's taking a lot of punches. And we've seen Ginnathan score a knockdown this season, so she's capable.
And watch out for them body shots. You gonna get put down too. Ooh. 30 seconds left.
She gets a sense she can big right hook by Ginnathan. Brooke Evans going back. If she presses the pace.
Yep, she's in trouble.
Close look. She is opening up here.
She is tagging her. Oh my goodness.
Evans trying to ride out the clock. Few seconds to go. And this is a bellwether final minute of the night for Brooke Evans and of the night for the Miami Assassins.
Well, Samantha Ginnathan put an exclamation mark on the evening. That's for sure. 2 excellent performances by her in this one, especially battering Brooke Evans, who really just barely made it through. She was taking a lot of punishment from Ginnathan throughout the last minute or minute and a half of that round. And also the combination punching that Ginnathan showed was really impressive. And a lot of big shots, right hooks and straight lefts landing.
I like how she jumped on that opportunity then.
TBL fans, the winner of round 24 by way of unanimous decision. From the Miami Assassin, Samantha Ginnathan.
All right, so Samantha Ginnathan puts a wrap on it for Miami.
18-9 BTA. Miami puts the belt onto Nashville, and they go to 5-1.
And go inside for the honor rolls right after
this. Dude, why they? Oh, that's messed up. All right, y'all. That is going to do it for us tonight. Miami victorious over Nashville, 18-9. Miami going to 5-1 on the year, and Nashville dropping down to 1-4. Man, We are gonna end stream on YouTube and on Kick. Appreciate y'all coming through supporting. And I will see y'all next time.